Hello, welcome to Operation Crypto and welcome to a new video where we're going to take a look at Polkadot and do some price analysis. We will start off the video by looking at Bitcoin and then we will jump into Polkadot in both USDT and the BTC pairings and have a look at some levels where we could potentially use as an investment option or as a potential trading spot. And then we'll have a look at some take profit regions too, and that's in both pairs. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, smash that like button, and let's crack on. So starting off with Bitcoin, as you can see, we again have it that top higher range there at around 40,800 and we have rejected. We actually had a wick right up to 41k. But then it did ultimately come down. Around this region, I've been looking for a long at that 618 level, and I've currently got a long opened. I've got a type stop loss around just below 36k. So if it does drop down there, I'm protected. And it's one of those, isn't it? We are still range bound within this area. I mean, if you look at this entire move and you watch my channel often, we are pretty much just bouncing up and down within inside this range, and who knows what's going to happen next. I mean, personally, I've got us bouncing off this region and then going back up to test that region, but there's also a possibility that I could still come back down to test that 31k region as well. A lot of people are at a minute talking about the death cross, which I'm not a big fan of. It is just a crossover on moving averages, and if you use plenty of different types of moving averages, you can get across. I mean, looking there, there's a potential crossover coming on the moving averages, but it's not such a significant bearish sign. Ultimately, on crossovers, you can get them drops to the downside initially, but once big time people comes to trading, it's already popped back up. And last time we had a bearish cross was on the around the 9th of March last year. We did drop a little bit, but after that we pumped up to create some new all-time highs, so I'm not worried about that. And I've got a low leverage long placed from this 618 level. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if we do manage to bounce. It is Friday, so the weekend is coming, and we do know that sometimes the weekends can be a bit turbulent, so let's just monitor that. I'm looking for long edge to take some profit up at 41k and 43k, and if the market does allow. It really depends which way it swings. It's quite indecisive at a minute. We'd just like to show you this. Bitcoin shorts are continuing to increase, so that means that people do think that the market is going to go down. Sometimes when you get such significant things like this, a whale could come, liquidate them all and send a massive candle to the north and pick up all that liquidity. So let's wait and see what happens. It is a little bit of a indecision or a decision time to be made. So that's my thoughts on Bitcoin. Looking at Polkadot now, so just some key statistics. We are currently ranked number 9 out of all cryptocurrencies, still in that top 10. We have a coin price of $21.51, down 7% on today's trading. We do know some total supply is just over 1 billion. Most of those are in circulation, and the market cap today is $20.4 billion. You can get this in all the big exchanges. Personally, I would recommend Binance if you've not bought any already, or if you're not on Binance, you'll find that link in the pinned comment description. It is top of volume, getting 17% of the entire market volume. You're talking $215 million, so that's a fair old chunk. In terms of all-time highs where we've been, we have been up to around $50. Let's have a look. Yeah, 49.69. I bet a few people had a few sell orders in at $50 and it just pipped it. If you're ever looking to bang some sell orders in, never put them on round numbers. If you're looking for sell orders at $50, sell them at 49. Top tip, right? Right, so going to some price analysis. We'll start off on the USDT pair, and then we'll have a look at some BTC price analysis too. Let's just have a zoom in on what's going on here. So just zoom out here. We have a higher range, and I think this was around mid-range. Let me just bang the lower range line on. So that's the low range. That's the lowest point we've been. That's the highest point we've been. In fact, I'm going to bring that down to around that level. Let's just move that down to around mid-range. So that's around there. So that's a bit better. As you can see, we'll use this area of support here, and then this is a rejection and a bounce up. So looking at this latest move here, we have a Fibonacci from the bottom of the move to the top of the move, and we have lost that 618 level, and we're currently sat on this mid-range. I banged this in this place because it's acted as key support here, and it's rejected and used it as support all the way through, and it's tried to cling on to that range, to be honest. A lot of assets, including Ethereum, is still stuck in that high range, so that's good for price analysis and good for growth, really. So looking at this Fibonacci here, if you're looking for buys now, if we do drop below this region and you're wanting to buy some, I would suggest that this region at $20 is a nice area to place some orders. There's always a possibility we could come down and test this region again. We've had a lot of wicks here. If you look at this wick, that wick, maybe several wicks all the way through. We've had quite a significant amount of trading on that, and it's bounced off quite well. So potentially ladder some orders down from $20 down to about $19, and I think that could be a decent place for you to look. If the market does swing down violently, remember the bottom range down at $13 should not be out of the question. That is always a possibility. We could drop down to there. Like say people are talking about death cross, so you could get an initial sell-off before an initial major pump. So if you're looking to place some orders, maybe look at these Fibonacci extensions at 19, 17, 15 and 13. No harm in bagging some orders down there, just in case the market does swing down. If it swings up, then we've got to look at take profit at $26, $27, and then we've got that $30 region, which we failed to break through last time. So $30, for me, that shows that as a key level of resistance. Looking at RSI, we was overbought, so that's coming down to the pretty much oversold region. Once we get into this area, I think it will be a solid buy. And I've not got the MACD on here. I'll tell you what, we won't bother looking at a MACD today. If we just look at the moving averages on that time frame, yeah, nothing to worry about there, still wide apart. So that's that pairing pretty much covered. Buys all the way from $20 all the way down to 13. Let's see if they play out, and we might just get a massive wick to the upside, hopefully. So that's that pair covered. Taking a look at .BTC. Right, what I'm considering here, let's just take a look at a Bitcoin dominance chart. We've still failed to break above this resistance at 46%. If Bitcoin randomly spikes and starts pushing to the upside, which I think is a good potential, I'm looking for BTC dominance to climb back up to 52%, because previously it's dropped to all these levels of support quite vigorously, that word will do. And I think we're still going to come back up and test this region. If that does, Bitcoin will go on a run. I think if it's pushing maybe 45, 46, maybe even 50k, then Bitcoin dominance will be rising up. In tandem with that, Satoshi pairs on altcoins will start to feel the pressure a little bit, and I do believe that they will start to drop. Let's just have a look at this from the entire bottom there to the top. So we've done that 61% retracement, and we've got some weekly support down here at 37,000 Satoshis. I think if BTC does go on a run, and Satoshis do get absolutely butchered, then you might be able to place some orders down here at 38,323 sats. So nice weekly level support, and it is a Fibonacci 786. So we look away through, acted as support a few times there. So that is a potential area where you could fill up some orders. I would ladder them down though from the 618 level, so 52,000 sats all the way down to 38 sats, and I think I'm within that area. I think could be a good potential area to fill up if BTC does go on that run. If it doesn't, and the entire market bleeds, you still might get some orders filled down there. So let's just monitor that price and see what goes on, basically. If we get a swing to the upside though, then you can look at take profit around this region at 71,000 and 77,000. So there's not much really to analyse in terms of price analysis, because we are in Chop City, pretty much BTC and all altcoins now within this range, which you could say is either the accumulation phase, a consolidation phase, or it could be the shoulder of that last move. This is not a best head and shoulders move, but I mean, if you look at Bitcoin, shoulder, head, shoulder, drop down. But let's monitor it and just see how it goes on. So that's going to do it for today's video. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed and hit that like button. This video is going out a little bit earlier than usual because football's on, so we're not going to miss that. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'll catch you next time.